I want to make a quick YouTube video on this Ashconfish cheap Chinese 16 strand braided, hollow cord braided. When it came delivered, it had a little cheap little label on there that fell off immediately, basically. So I've been having a couple problems with this, trying to run the I think it Daewoo or whatever it is, I can't remember, the Dahao needles. With 100, this is 130 pound braided, and I'm running 100 pound mono up it into the hollow core. So I've got the needle embedded. It's right there's the tip, right there's the back end, and then I've got 5 feet of mono already threaded up in here. Just finally figured out a better system here. What I was using is anywhere from bare hands to these leather works, WRX or whatever gloves, and you just can't get a good enough grip on this stuff. So I just finally realized that a rubberized glove like these ones, these cheap Costco $9.99 for a 10-pack ones, are working just immediately. Game-changing kind of thing. It was taking me a half hour, 45 minutes to get through 10 feet of this line with this 100-pound mono, which is just ridiculous. The biggest problem I'm having is there's kinks. This stuff it's wound up and spun the wrong way on here, and it's wound so tight to the spool that what's happening is wherever those twists are in the line, they're getting embedded, and it's got a little waxy kind of film in there, and I think that wax is it's just absolutely creased this thing just shut. And it'll be for sections of between 1 and 3 inches quite often as you go along this thing. I'd say like you get 1 foot on and you have to fight another 2-3 inches or so every time. So one thing that's been working is right where you get the, say this is the tip of the needle here, and this is the pinch spot. You can almost see them coming. You can see the twist coming as you're getting closer to the top of this, or the needle's getting closer to it. So what's been working is just take your fingers with these rubber gloves on and just work that line back and forth like this a little bit, and it seems to loosen up the braids a little bit. But ultimately what has been working is just these rubber gloves give you enough grip to take care of business. So what we're doing is taking a blanket or something else I can shove the butt end of this needle into my stomach here, and then I just loop the end of the braid over the fishing rod there after I've pulled my 10 feet off. So I've got 5 more feet, and again this would take me anywhere between 25 minutes to probably about 20 to 30 minutes just to do this 5 feet here. So I'm going to try to video how long this actually takes. Time now is 12:25 a.m. basically 12:24 a.m. So let's see how long this takes. Alright, let's start the video there. Sorry about my poor video staging, but I thought it was more important to get this video out in case anybody else is having the same damn problem. So I'm going to strap on my headlamp as well. It's a little bit dim up here in our loft. There. So right here is a kink. Oh, needle pop out. I haven't actually had a lot of needle pop outs, so I guess that means that this weave is quite tight on this. Yeah, these rubber gloves are just the absolute, I'm not joking, these are game changer on this cheap braided. It's almost effortless compared to just a constant struggle before. Another problem I was having is if you try to thread this stuff up the neon orange color, that seems to be the worst color. What it ends up doing is it loads up the top of the needle with a film. It's an orange sticky film, and it'll get stick, so it'll stick, so you have to pop the needle head out and rub it on something, and just rub it on the carpeting to clear that end off of there. And that's just been a constant battle on the orange color. But again, I just switched to just running my leaders up different colors. That seems to be taking care of that problem. But again, this is, I don't know how much I'm getting on camera. It's just so easy compared to the way it was 15 minutes ago before I thought of these rubber gloves sitting downstairs. Absolutely effortless. You can see the end coming up. Same for making wind-on leaders. What I was having to do is just without having any mono in there, I was just running the needle up through the entire thing, struggling, trying to open up this weave on here. And before I would start doing anything, just open up the hole, then start doing all the work, reinsert everything all over again, taking 30, 40 minutes at least to make one wind-on leader, which is just unacceptable. So I did post a comment to the company who produces this garbage over in China. I think I bought this off of eBay, but you can buy it on Amazon as well. And told them that this stuff is just trash, and I have not received any kind of a attempt to communicate since then. But this is just imperative. Use rubber gloves, and this stuff will cruise on just like you see in every other braid and every other video. It has just been wonderful. Okay, there's a sticking spot right there, just stuck. So I'm gonna back this sleeve off, pop a little bit of loose braid. Okay, I'm gonna give it a quick little work, and I should be back in business. Yep, it just popped right through, super easy. I would struggle with one of those for at least 5 minutes before, so I'm actually, for the price, I'm actually going to be thrilled to use this stuff now, I think. Well, they have these gloves. Oh, see, I'm stuck again. You can almost see the stainless steel needle showing through here too, which is a little crazy. So anyway, unfortunately I don't have any slack to put out there. So we'll give it a couple of twists. Oof. It almost looks frayed. Oh my God. I mean, that line is actually frayed right there. Doubt you'll be able to see that. No, there's no way you'll be able to see it. That's unusable. This whole thing would come apart right there. Wow. All this work for nothing. Makes me wonder how many more of these frays are on this thing. Just trash. Gosh dang it. Yeah, I mean, we're hunting big game. Here I am, 3 feet from the end, and I have a fray in this that is just unusable. Let's see if I can get a picture of this here for you. Hang on, take off my glove. Right there, right in the middle of the frame. That, my needle did not create that fray. That is just trashy line. So, Ashconfish, get what you pay for.